Alright, so we are going to fight some hill giants for the first time. And look at those models. Look at those models. Oh! Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got someone maging them. Nice. That's real nice. I believe he is maging them with mind runes. I believe so, yes. In 2004scape, and RuneScape in the past, just because the health bar is red does not actually mean that they have no health. There is one more health that can exist, possibly more with higher health creatures, higher hit point creatures. But usually it's like one hit point that they have left. I remember that from whenever I was a kid. I don't believe there's anything that you can do to gain more experience with bones yet. I think that construction skill brought gilded altars, which of course increase the XP, but until then I don't think that there's actually a way to increase it. So I'm just burying the bones. However, the prayers are ooh, death runes. Yes, death runes. However, the prayers are, you know, they only go up to level 43. It's only up to protect from melee, so it's not like you have, you know, like prayers up to level 60 or 70 like you do in old school RuneScape. I believe these are my first death runes. I believe so. I am, of course, using adamant right now instead of rune because I don't have 40 defense and attack yet. A random person actually gave me a strength amulet, which was very nice because I was wearing the imp catcher quest necklace instead. So that was very nice. I just hadn't made it around to buying one yet. I was actually going to buy a power amulet of power, but yeah, I just didn't make it around to doing it yet. I have a rule for myself. I'm actually not going to buy an amulet of glory. You see, I plan to get level 70 crafting and make my own, just because I want to. I believe it's level 70 crafting. Of course, I have to get my magic up, but yes. And I have to get a dragon stone somehow through crystal keys. So the first thing I should make, actually, the first dragon stone I get, I should probably make a ring of wealth, so that way I have an increased chance of getting another crystal key, and then use that one to get an amulet of glory. Yay, my first Limport root. Look at that thing. Wow, that's what Limport roots actually looked like. That's crazy. I also have another rule. I wait until I have, like, let's say all 40s in order to equip a rune scimitar. So if I have 40 attack but I don't have 40 defense, I will not equip a rune scimitar, but I will equip a rune pickaxe. You know, so that way I can skill better, saving one space, you know. But it helps. It helps every 28 times. It helps out every 28 runs, right? If you're running Rune Essence, you know, every 28 times, there you go. That having a rune pickaxe equipped instead of in your inventory is better. Because then you have an extra inventory of rune essence. Alright, my first law runes. That's really beneficial, or will be, when I get my magic higher. So a big question is, why do I play 2004scape? Why don't I just play old school RuneScape? Well, first of all, I play both, but second of all, I don't want to miss out on the original 2004, 2005, 2006 experience of RuneScape. And honestly, I don't want the updates to happen, but but I want them to happen at the same time. But there's a certain point I don't want the server to go past. Like, I honestly don't want to see 2000. Oh yeah, more law runes. I honestly don't want to see 2007 RuneScape on here. So I really want it to stop in 2006. But the thing is, like, when you stop the updates, it kind of makes people lose interest, and they don't want to really go to 99 anymore. They don't want to have all 99s anymore, possibly, or they don't want to, I don't know. It just makes people lose interest. So updates are kind of needed, but they're also, it's also one of those things where it's like, well, there's a certain point where you kind of want to stop, because if you go too far, it's just, what's going to be the difference between this and old school at some point? Or the difference between this and, pre-EOC RuneScape 2, which was basically, to me, RuneScape 3 already. The graphics were already way too updated, and it just didn't feel the same. So, do we stop before HD? I have no idea. But I just want to enjoy it as it is now. So, I didn't want to miss out on that. And as, I left a year ago, and honestly, I just started realizing that, oh wait, I'm going to miss out. I'm going to miss out on on the old experience. And, because I have a lot of fun playing old school RuneScape, so it just becomes really addicting to just play old school. But honestly, it's one of those things where you really just get caught up sometimes. And I got caught up in old school, which I still play it, but I just want to focus a little bit on 2004scape, before it's too late, before I can't. Oh, wow. How am I supposed to tell which one trains what? I guess I can take a look at my stats, or I can look at the XP. To see if, okay, yeah, this is strength. Yeah, you have to manually look at the skill to see what is being trained. So, like I said, I don't switch to the Rune Scimitar just because I hit 40 attack. I wait until I have 40 strength and 40 defense, then I switch to it. I don't have one yet, but I will. And I have this habit of just clicking players, right-clicking on players every single time they appear. It's definitely a habit of mine. I just have to see their name. It is so good to actually see players here. I was on old school RuneScape not too long ago fighting hill giants, and there was nobody there. So, yeah. There was also nobody in the Rune Essence mine. I was in 2004scape. There was like 3 people at once mining Rune Essence, and in old school, there's nobody. So, on World 2. So I think maybe that says something for the 2004scape experience. I don't know what people are... I don't know. I think a lot of people are just so high-leveled on old school RuneScape that most people just would not be mining Pure Essence, like only, or Rune Essence, whatever. It's Pure Essence for members, whatever. But I think pretty much only Iron Men would be doing that, and I mean, I did temple trekking, and you don't really get that much Pure Essence from temple trekking, so honestly, I just continue to mine Pure Essence as an Iron Man on old school RuneScape. I don't have Sins of the Father done, so I can't mine Dayalt yet. I have tried to do the quest before Sins of the Father, A Taste of Hope, and I have failed to take down the boss there. And I mean to release that video sometime, but I haven't yet because I still have to defeat him. I did find out I should wear black dragonhide armor and not metal armor and not mage gear or anything like that. I actually tried maging him with the flail because it is a magic. It is like a staff. It's classified as a staff, but if you try to do magic against him, it does nothing. So, yeah. So I learned my lesson there. Even though it's a magical weapon, you still should use it only for melee combat. So, against the boss, against the vampire dude. I forget what his name is. I am working towards getting 27 runecrafting, and I actually stopped for right now so that way I could get my attack up to 40, so that way I could just equip the rune pickaxe when I'm mining. Alright, you know what? I'm going to train the rest of it later. I got up to 40 attack and 36 strength. I'm going to go back to runecrafting now. Or mining rune essence. Oh gosh, I went the wrong way again. You gotta be kidding me. This happens all the time. Yes! 1 extra space to mine rune essence!